I woke up left out on the porch, making too much noise. Up all last night, baby, up all last night. Party all night long, there is nothing wrong, baby, it's alright. Everything's gonna be alright. Took a look at myself for a minute, I've been too washed out and I stopped to rethink it. Bad vibes are coming like waves, I had to decide why I wanna break down. For a minute it's okay to take a second just to let the intermission happen. You see how slowly definitions faded out of reminiscences on the past time. Drinking in new times, I'm having the best life. How we roll, 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 we've been dancing till we fall. Drinking red wine on the weekends just to run away. Go, 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 I don't want to let this feeling go. I woke up left out on the porch, making too much noise. Up all last night, baby, up all last night. Party all night long, there is nothing wrong, baby, it's alright. Everything's gonna be alright. I don't really care that outside is a mess. I just really wanna find a way out of the stress. I feel tired, I wanted to rewind, maybe just rewrite another happy ending to this. Baby, I feel like I'm going crazy by the second. I would love to raise a glass, say a toast, congrats on the good vibes. Blessing for true life, praise for the old times. How we roll, 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 we've been dancing till we fall. Drinking red wine on the weekends just to run away. Go, 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 I don't want to let this feeling go. I woke up left out on the porch, making too much noise. Up all last night, baby, up all last night. Party all night long, there is nothing wrong, baby, it's alright. Everything's gonna be alright. I woke up left out on the porch, making too much noise. Up all last night, baby, up all last night. Party all night long, there is nothing wrong, baby, it's alright. Everything's gonna be alright.
earbud. Hello. Sorry. Sorry we started late. I'm gonna blame myself. I needed more coffee. So, how is everybody doing this Friday? Welcome to the Weekly Chatter Live. I am your host, Solo. I mean, I've got everything around. My gosh, somebody needs to like keep on track, keep on, top of me to make sure I'm organized. All right, there we go. Sorry. Welcome to the Weekly Chatter Live. This is our chance to get together, Travel Quest Network, and around the world, wherever you want to join. We are so happy to have you here, especially if you were here live. It is called the Weekly Chatter Live because the chatter happens in our members-only Facebook group. So if you are a member of Travel Quest Network, you are probably a member of our members-only Facebook group. And there's a lot of good stuff that happens there, but another great thing that happens is our Weekly Chatter Live show. So, I'm by myself. Normally I have a co-host, and that's because my co-host, Jason, he's on holiday again. I mean, in the last couple of months, how many holidays has he taken? I'm just saying, like, get to work, buddy. Come on. No, we miss him. He's with his family in Florida, and we'll hear all about it really, really soon. But today, you've got me. And we have another guest coming on because Velma is, her husband took a day off. And so she made sure she had that day off too. Now that is love. That is love. So we have a guest coming in to do the numbers, and that is going to be our education manager, Erica Scanelli. So I can't wait to have her here on her first week. She was a co-host on the Weekly Chatter. And now she is going to be bringing us our top 3 positions in invoice sales from last week. So, a lot going on, and what is new about the show is even though I'm by myself in the studio, or at least it appears that way, we have our content manager, Evan Greenberg, behind the camera and pushing all the buttons and making sure everything goes well, and that's just it. So I'm not by myself, so don't feel bad for me. I've got friends, and I've got you guys out there too. So in the members only chat, oh, and guys, notice we flipped the camera around a little bit, so now things are not backwards. Thank you, Angela Larson out there, she said she could not stand it that anything that was written was backwards the way we had the camera. So we're always, what's that? State of continuous improvement. That's a pretty good thing, right? All right, so I'm gonna go because I feel a little discombobulated. I could not get this is what happened, y'all. The reason why we're late is I couldn't get the coffee maker to work. We have one of those fancy coffee makers. You put the little packet in and you press a button or whatever, and it started spitting coffee everywhere. So it was a little bit of a crisis. So now I am here with you. I'm in my happy place, and we are going to have a grand time. All right? If this is your first time with us, and you are a member of Travel Quest Network, then obviously you can chat us up in the members-only Facebook group. But if you are not a member and you're just new to the show, this is not serious news, okay? This is a good time. This is where we, as a network of travel entrepreneurs, just kind of hang out and kick off our weekend, okay? And I just get to be I'm driving the bus. All right, so we good? All right, let's see what's going on in the chat. Oh my goodness, my phone is going crazy. Okay, so our friend Alan joins us and he says, happy Friday, had some real great bookings this week. Challenge is I'm trying to get the chairman status with Sandals, and every time I get a new booking, I also get a cancellation or trip moved to 2024 and can't make progress. Okay, Alan, first, again, I want to congratulate you. If you guys have been following Alan, especially through the Weekly Chatter, he has been on a trajectory here. He has been on fire. So what I love about what he's saying, I hate that the trips keep moving, and it's interfering with you hitting that status with Sandals. I love the fact that you are seeing that success and you're also setting those goals. And I love that partners like Sandals have those programs. So, you know what? I've got something tells me, I don't know about y'all, something tells me that in a few weeks' time, Alan's going to say, I hit chairman status. What do you think? Does anybody want to bet on that? I will bet a cheeseburger today. Okay, I don't know if I said that right. That was something. Didn't Wimpy do something like that? I'll pay you tomorrow for a cheeseburger today. I don't know. I believe that you're going to hit it, Alan, and I'm so excited for you. But I am sorry that you're seeing movement like that. Daniela, happy Friday! It's always good to see you, Daniela. And is giving me a little celebratory emoji thing going on there. All right, so Stephanie has joined us, and she said, "Happy Friday from cold and rainy Austin, Texas." Sad face. Let's see. Took 3 days off for travel to Mexico, and now working through the weekend. Give and take, right? You got to have a little bit of balance. I think that if you are able to take 3 days off during the week and work through the weekend, you know what, well worth it. And I hope you had a fantastic time in Mexico. Guys, when you guys are chatting here, it is always helpful if you put in a little where in Mexico you were, because inquiring minds want to know. All right, so where in Mexico were you, Stephanie? Want to know? Please share. All right, Debbie from Sequim, Washington. She didn't spell it out for me, but I decided I would call it out. Debbie, happy Friday. Challenges. Oh, Debbie, I'm sorry. I feel like share. I'm going to be sliding this cord. It's bothering me. So Debbie is sharing something. I would like to hear from everybody on this. Debbie said, happy Friday. Challenges Azamara and their new system. Everything else is great. So the big news with Azamara for a very long time, they have been screaming it from the rooftops. It is, we've got a new system, because as we all know, they broke off from Royal Caribbean. So they were staying in their system for a little bit, and then they were migrating out. So they have made the migration, and as we all know, anytime you're moving any kind of systems, that can be a little complex. So it sounds like things are not going a-okay, Debbie. I'm sure, I feel confident that they're going to get it sorted out. But I bet that's causing a meltdown elsewhere. So if anybody else out there is sharing the frustration, please jump in and make sure Debbie doesn't feel alone. I love Azamara. I have not sailed it myself, but the product looks beautiful, and Wendy over there and Bob have been really, really wonderful partners to work with. All right, Misty, happy Friday. She's coming at me with some exclamation points. She's giving me 3 exclamation points. That's how excited she is. Oh, she's giving me love. I love it. Maybe she's not giving me love, but she's happy. All right, so happy Friday. Win. Working on a quote for Thailand. Super excited. It's not Europe or a cruise. This is my first exotic quote. Yay. Well, we're excited for you. I want to know, Misty, was this more driven? Were you making a strategic choice to offer up this destination, or did a client you work with before, had worked with before, did they come up with this and kind of direct you there? Very happy to hear that story, the story behind that. All right, Stacy, happy Friday, you all. Oh, it's so good to see you, Stacy. Rebecca from Texas, happy Good Friday. Exactly, Good Friday. Do you know what, Evan? I'm just going to turn and talk to you. I did not even know it was Easter weekend, and I was at some place and it looked like the Easter Bunny had exploded all over the counter. There were decals of bunnies and eggs all over it. I mean, it was a little, but only on the desk, nowhere else in the office. Anyway, not here. Not here. We like to go for barren, stark offices, and when you come to visit us, you will see that. All right, Rebecca from Texas is giving Alan kudos and encouragement and saying, Alan, you will make it. Yes, we all know Alan's going to make it. You know, I feel like Alan probably already did make it. He's just setting us up for like a big win story next week. What do we think? No, I know he's telling the truth. Let's see here. All right. So I'm going to break away from the chat because I have my cards. This is like Good Morning America. Do you feel like it's that kind of journalism? I feel like it might be a little bit like that. So as a reminder, this is a live stream. And so if you're just randomly coming across the recording of this, just so we can timestamp this, it is Friday, April the 7th, 2023. So, and you know, maybe it's not even just if you're watching this on demand, maybe you didn't even know what the date was. I'm just saying, maybe that's part of it. And as a reminder, we're live right now all around the world, all the different social media things, and you can watch us on demand, and you can also listen to us as you're walking the dog, waiting in the carpool lane, on all your favorite podcasting stations. So just look for Travel Quest Network Weekly Chatter Live, and you can find us. And help us out there. Anywhere where you're watching us, give us likes, give us love, subscribe, rate very highly. Is that how you ask for referrals or recommendations? You just tell people, please rate highly, and you know, give the thumbs up, whatever. So anyway, just wanted to remind you about that. And all right, let's see here. So some information to share with those of you who are members of Travel Quest Network. The big news is that Travel Quest World, we often refer to it as World, the registration, we were going to open it on this coming Monday, but it is moving back 1 week. Not to worry, it's still happening. Travel Quest World registration, and that's just registering for the event. So if this is going to be your first time, you register for the event, and then a little closer to the event, then you get to see all the different classes that you get to pick, the sessions, and you get to see more of the agenda and the details of the agenda. So that kind of happens over time. But the registration is important because you want to make sure you get registered and that you get to get into our room block, because this year we are at the Waldorf Astoria in Orlando. And if you did not know, or you haven't heard me, or you're not sick of me saying it by now, the Waldorf Astoria in Orlando was very, very excited to host us this year because they have been going through a renovation. So all the rooms have been renovated, all the public spaces. In fact, they're still in the process of it. When we get there, I think there's one restaurant that might be closed, or a bar that's going to be under renovations. But we get to be some of the first, I guess, the first conference. I'm sure we're not the first one, but we're gonna break this place in. So I'm excited. I hope you are too. But that's part of the registration. You're going to be able to register for our event and get into the room block. So just everybody mark your calendars. On the 17th of April, which is the day after my birthday. I'm just saying, April 16th. Mark your calendars for that too. The world registration will open up. And just so you know, we do an early bird. The early bird gets the worm, right? We do early bird registration, and that is going to be going on from 30 days, or for 30 days. So you are going to want to jump on this, because if you are a member of Travel Quest Network, the member rate is $25 for the early bird. So you want to get registered within the first 30 days, because then after 30 days, the member price is $197. So, I mean, I'm not good with maths, but I know 25 is less than 197. So I know many of you have already made up your mind and you are ready to come. So really, I'm just saying, once you get that email invitation or you hear us talking about it, because we are not going to be quiet. It's going to be in network news. It's going to be in separate emails. It's going to be on social media. It's going to be on the Weekly Chatter Live. We are not going to let you forget how to, or forget that it is open for registration, okay? So don't worry about that. You are going to know. But it is moving to April 17th. And part of our GEM status program, so if you are a member of Travel Quest Network, then you know that we have our GEM program, and it's based on the revenue that you have, accumulated within the previous calendar year. So that's kind of like your Sky Miles status. Like everybody's wanting to get to Diamond. Well, we've got all the gems in the family. So if you are a Crown Jewel member or you are an Onyx member this year, then part of your perks is that you are the first to get invited. So that's going to be happening before the 17th. Okay, so I'm not sure what day exactly, but the delay is more of a technology thing, but at the end of the day, I think many of you will be very happy with some of the nuances of the registration this year. It's gonna be kind of exciting. All right, the other thing I wanted to say is that just so happens to coincide with April 17th is when the Travel Quest Network roadshows start. So many of our team and some of you are going to be in Houston, which we already know I can't say, so that's going to be fun. I hope I'm not the MC for that day because that's going to be a little difficult. So Houston is where we're going to be, and then after that we're going to be in Dallas-Fort Worth and then Seattle, and we are getting around the country. If you are coming to that event, I cannot wait to see you there. It is going to be a lot of fun. And I think some of the roadshows are sold out, but some of them are still open. So if you are interested in going, you want to check out, we're going to be in, like I said, Houston, Dallas, Fort Worth. This is so ridiculous. Seattle, Atlanta, Washington, D.C., Orlando, and Minneapolis. If you are interested in joining us at the roadshows, go to travelquestnetwork.com/roadshows, and then you can you can get the link to register for the specific cities. Like I said, some of them are sold out, but you can always go on wait list. And you never know what happens. And somebody could cancel and then you can get in. So that happens quite frequently. So please get on the wait list whenever you see something is waitlisted. The other thing is, this is going to be Evan. So guys, Evan's been with our company for like 4 weeks now. And it's been a busy okay, I had to make sure, 4 weeks. And then all of a sudden we're doing the road shows and then our first ever Core Summit on May 7th in Nashville at the Gaylord Opryland. You know what? I went to the Grand Ole Opry when I was a kid, and it was a family vacation, and my grandmother bought me a cowboy hat and cowboy boots and a big belt buckle just for that visit to the Grand Ole Opry. Has anybody else been to the Grand Ole Opry? I was a kid, so I don't remember, but I do remember the boots, and I remember the belt buckle, and I remember the hat. Anyway, we are going to be there on May 7th for a if you haven't heard about it, the Core Summit is all about creating your sales plan and then creating the marketing plan to achieve the sales plan, okay? So this isn't a trade show. This isn't our partners will be there, but our partners who are sponsoring the event, they are going to be the professors for the Core Summit curriculum. So how about, I don't want to name names yet, but there's one in particular who I know you know, and he is, I think he's a sales guru, and it doesn't matter if it's his product or anyone else's product. He knows how to market himself, his brand, his products, and really navigate sales in a way that it's almost like a dance. And I feel like me going through this very vague description, I think those of you who know exactly what I'm talking about, but I'm not going to announce that yet. But we have our travel partners. They're going to be here or be with us teaching this curriculum. If you are coming to the Course Summit and it is sold out, again, wait list if you're in the Nashville area, or if you're going to be in the Nashville area. But if you are coming, then look out in your inbox. You've got homework coming because it's in a month, right? So you've got some homework to do and some assignments to bring in before we get started, because this is not sit down, have some snacky poos and drinks. No, it's not. You're going to do some work. You got to do some work beforehand, and then when you come in to the Course Summit, we're going to start working on your business. I'm not talking general. You're going to have so many people around you helping you, other members, our travel partners, and the majority of our team from Travel Quest Network World Via. So this is not the normal conference. This is a true workshop. We're going to get down to the core fundamentals of any travel business, but you're going to be hearing from the experts, and you are going to leave with some real work that you've done on your business that day, followed by a nice cocktail party. You're not going to have to go anywhere. We're bringing the cocktails to you, and cocktails, canapes, and some of the other travel partners who you know, or some that you may have never met before, are going to be joining us for our annual cocktail party that we do just before the Travel Leaders Edge conference. So that is, in and of itself, a big event. The Travel Leaders Edge conference is a big event. But our cocktail party, we like to do it before the event, so it kind of gets you in the mood. And it's something that you do not want to miss. I've already sent out all the invitations to our travel partners, and they are trying to bring a friend. They're trying to bring everybody that they can. They're trying to bring the owners of their companies. So the Core Summit is going to be amazing work. You're going to feel like you accomplished a lot, and then you get to celebrate and expand your network just through that cocktail party. And then if you are going to the Travel Leaders Edge conference, well, if you've never been before, it's an amazing event. So all in all, it's going to be a busy next few weeks. So Evan, so glad that you joined the team, because this is going to be a really, really fascinating, I guess about 5 weeks. All right, the other thing I want to talk about, as our guest, have they chimed in? Okay, I missed that sound cue, so I'm going to bring our guest in just a moment. But if you haven't heard, and of course you have to be a member of Travel Quest Network to have heard about this, but World Via Pro has been just unlocking the capabilities. And I don't know if you have been under the duvet, if you have been in Mexico somewhere just having a vacation, I don't know what you're doing, but if you missed out that we launched a free CRM, I don't know. I don't know if we need to do skywriting. We have a new CRM that is on World Via Pro, available to you, and it is something that we built from scratch. So I'm going to just tell you, I know the secrets. Many host agencies buy a product and then put their name on it. No, we built it from scratch. Jason, Britta, Angela, Velma, Jesse, Relia, so many of our team members have been a part of building this product for the last year, and it is now live for you to use and free for you to use. So please take it for a test drive. It's good. In every single month, it's just getting better and better and better. I don't want to say it's just good. I want to say, I'm trying to say that it's going to keep getting better. All right, now I need to stop talking because I feel this thing with my ear. I really do feel like Cher dealing with her long hair. It's just really annoying me. All right, we have Erica coming in from New Jersey. Erica, are you there? I can't hear Erica. So is she muted? It might be us, though, Erica. So hold on. Evan is seeing if can you talk, Erica?
Hello.
There she is. All right, we hear you. Okay, Erica,
All right.
how are you?
How are you today? Welcome, everybody. Hello.
I love your background.
Thank you very much.
I love that you
It
have my
just
book
referred
in
to
the background. Did you do
notice
that on purpose?
it was in my office. So I said, you know what? I'm going to be like, like what those people that get interviewed on the news that prop up their book in the corner.
I love it. I love it. Yes, yeah, you can check it out on Amazon.com. Digital marketing strategies, Joshua Harrell.
Little plug,
So
Get some
Erica,
QVC in.
yeah, Erica, if I get any royalties, I'll definitely pass them on. I think it's like you get like 3 cents
Okay.
for every book you sell, so it's good. So Erica, you are joining us in place of Velma, our Tyler Rose.
This is a big set of shoes to fill. She might be listening right now, even because
I feel like she might,
She
'cause
says
she is
she's
the
on vacation, but I feel like this is a test for me, so I hope I pass.
well, you're going to do just fine. Erica, you are our education manager. What does that mean?
Oh, you're giving me the quiz. Okay, so it is a test. I knew it. So, education manager means that I bump into quite a bit of stuff in education. It's really everything that you guys interact with that you need to learn about. So, the pillars of education are the places and the products and the partners that you work with. And then it's the sales systems and how you work as an entrepreneur and a travel agent, and then it's all the technology and the tools that you use. So it's my job to keep you informed about all of those different categories.
Wow. See, she wasn't prepared for that. See, it was like, I'm like Diane Sawyer. I asked the tough questions.
I'm ready.
So, if you are new to the Weekly Chatter Live, so 2 years ago we started this. As a host agency, we have a bunch of independent travel agency owners, and they're all across the United States. All right, but these are, everybody's a little private about their numbers. So, not everybody wants to say, "Oh my gosh, I'm $1 million seller." So, back 2 years ago, when things were a little iffy, the cruise ships weren't in the water. Is anybody selling travel? The founder of Travel Quest Network, Bonnie Lee, and I got together and we said, how can we do like a normal sales team where you have like a leaderboard? And that's kind of the origin story. So every week it was Bonnie, Velma normally brings it. Now Erica is jumping in. We've gone over the top 3 positions in terms of revenue, anticipated revenue, that was invoiced in the last week. So of course these trips can happen, over the course of the next couple of years, but has been a great kind of gauge of what's going on. Why are some of the numbers crazy high for one, and spot number 2 is a little bit lower? Oh, well, number 1 had a massive group that they finally invoiced, right? And so there's lots of different stories that can be told around these numbers, but it's been really interesting over the last 2 years, each week, to kind of capture these numbers. So, Erica, do you want to take it over and tell us about the numbers?
We have some exciting stories to tell this week. So, our number 3 member invoiced $67,348.37 in sales with a revenue of $10,917, which is a whopping amount of money from a relatively small amount of sales. This member was selling Norwegian, Silver Seas, Go Away, and some tours with Project Expedition. So not bad. In
Okay,
fact,
wait a minute. You did have me there for a minute. I was like, what?
mhm,
Number three position, that number, and then now all of a sudden they are number three. What did you say? 67,000?
$67,000 in
And what was
invoice
what's the
sales.
anticipated commission?
$10,000, almost $11,000.
Okay,
We had
that.
a whopping number. So, in fact, I even broke out the adding machine for this one because I was so impressed.
Oh, she has a prop.
I
She
got
has
it.
a
Are you ready for
prop.
this?
Okay.
So I did remove the tour because that shouldn't, that's adjacent to one of these bookings. I couldn't figure, I wouldn't know which one. So if you take out their sightseeing tour, that means this member's average sale this week was over $11,000, their average invoice sale. And their average revenue per booking was over $1,800. Wow.
Well, we haven't loaded up all of our sound effects onto Evan's machine. I think that's a yeah, girl, or it's a yeah,
That
boy.
is, yeah, we got three queens this week, three queens of bookings. So the ladies are in the house. So we
All
can yeah
right.
girl all day this week.
Okay. Yeah, girl.
Yeah, girl. All right. You want to hear number two?
Of course I do.
Number two, this one, $125,000 in invoiced sales.
Okay.
Are you ready for the revenue?
Give it to me.
13,899.
Wow.
Yeah, girl. She
Yeah,
is
girl.
selling.
Sorry, I got to remember my sound
Yeah,
effects.
girl. I know we got to make them ourselves. So this girl is selling Norwegian, Carnival, Royal Caribbean, massive amounts of cruise lines, and then we have a little sprinkling, just a little bit. Princess, Holland, Disney cruises, and she's selling insurance. This girl is selling insurance.
So
So,
Erica, wait a minute. Let's just break it down.
mhm, mhm,
Why is
mhm.
selling insurance important?
Oh boy. Well, for this conversation, it's the R word. It's revenue because you add to your own pocket selling insurance. But it does great things for your customer. It really
Yes.
does protect them in the case anything goes wonky with their vacation. You never know. Somebody has a little slip and they break a leg, or, there's a bad weather incident. You never know what happens. The world is weird, right? So travel insurance makes us feel a lot safer. And
Yeah,
it's an
it's
excellent source of revenue for us.
it's something that especially when I buy things on Amazon, electronics on Amazon. It's like, do you want to buy the insurance, whatever? They make it easy for you to do it. I'm like, no, that's how they get you. But you don't really realize the importance of insurance until you need it, right?
That
And I might not be worried about my $40 jellyfish light that may need to be repaired. I'm maybe not worried about insuring that.
is
But these giant vacations or bucket list vacations, a little peace of mind goes a long way, and you never know. And what did we learn through the pandemic? I mean, that was a big dividing. It was
it
that
was.
was a dividing factor, right? Because if something was canceled because you got COVID, sometimes you weren't covered.
It was
Uh,
an ease of process for sure. And additionally, it's that the knowledge that you're booking something that can give you back if something goes wrong. Because most people, like you said, can't just afford for that cost of their vacation to go poof out the window.
Hmm.
So, if that's the question that you pose to somebody in the worst case scenario, if your flashlight dropped out the window and disappeared, okay, you're not so upset about it. But if your vacation goes poof out the window, that might hurt. So, getting insurance for that is something that's helpful. And most of us in travel can tell some real nasty stories. Most people only learn the hard way once.
That's Bonnie from Chubb. I don't know if you've ever heard her talk about her experience. Now, Bonnie from Chubb was tasked with creating the plans that they offer for travel professionals. So yeah, she had her hands all in it, but she talks about how and I can't remember what the trip was, but she wasn't expecting to break her leg. It was something. It was something very much like that, and she had to lean on. They had to pull all the levers, but she at least didn't have to worry about it financially. All of that
That's
was
right. You
sorted
call it
out.
an accident for a reason, right? If
Right.
you knew it was coming, then you'd know to buy the insurance.
Right.
And then
Well, this is
you'd
why you tune
probably
in to
be
the
going
weekly
on a much
chatter.
nicer vacation if you knew it was coming, right?
Yeah. 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 Yeah.
You'd have some kind of, you don't have the lottery one, you'd be flying private, the whole 9 yards.
I like the
So,
way you
okay.
think, Erica. All right. Sorry.
All right, let's get to number one. Are you ready?
Number one.
Drum roll.
We don't have sound effects, Erica.
I
Don't.
know.
Yeah.
I know.
Poor
We're
Evan.
pretending to do this.
Yeah.
This is my drum roll. There
Brrrr.
you go. See, $215,000 in
Okay.
invoiced sales.
Yeah,
Holy
girl.
moly. Yeah, girl. Revenue. Just a hair short of $22,000.
$22,000
Now,
invoiced in 1 week.
this lady of luxury, she is selling Italy, Iceland, the Queen of Clubs, which I looked up, and that looks like some fancy vacations. So
What did you call it?
the Queen of Clubs. So this lady out here, this fancy schmancy member, is working with some really nice DMCs in Europe and
Wait a minute.
booking
Wait a minute.
some.
You can't use an
Oh,
acronym. You have to spell it
okay.
out.
Okay. So a DMC is a destination management company. And DMCs are typically regionally based suppliers that specialize in a specialized type of product in said region. So, a good example is Iceland Travel. So, as their name would imply, you're not booking Cuba with Iceland Travel. You're booking Iceland with Iceland Travel. And their probably specialty partnership isn't going to be with like the Holiday Inn and the Marriott. Not that there's anything wrong with that, but their specialty is going to be more immersive products and experiences in their destinations. DMCs aren't necessarily always luxury, but oftentimes they do skew a little more that way since it is more customized and tailored product. So I used the trusty adding machine again for this. So now we're talking about selling luxury. So this average sale was almost $24,000. And
Yeah,
her,
girl.
yeah, girl. And that's what we're talking about. And her average revenue is over $2,400 per booking.
Wow.
Yeah, girl.
I like that that you had the adding machine. I think that's a nice touch there.
You know, at one time they told us old travel agents we have to get rid of adding machines because they make us look old. And I said, I don't care.
Yeah.
So I still have my adding machine on my desk.
I
15 years.
I love it. But it's interesting because you and I, we were talking about the Core Summit this week. Yeah, I kind of talked about it at the top of the show where the Core Summit on May 7th in Nashville is all about sales plan, then the marketing plan to hit the sales plan.
I heard
And
you did me a huge favor, Joshua, because you broke the ice that I was going to send him a homework assignment.
yeah.
I
I
was
thought that
real
might be.
worried. Don't shoot the messenger, guys. I know I'm new here and like I'm gonna be emailing you with work to do. I know that's
But it's good
super.
work. It's
I
good
know it's
work.
good. It's good work.
Yeah. So yes, you are going to get homework, but I love that you did break down the average sale and the average revenue per booking because this is kind of part of building that sales plan and what levers you can pull, what can you adjust. An average sale, and this is way back when I worked in retail, it would be, if you just added a lip balm to every sale, you would crush your goal. If you went beyond the lip balm and you did that, it's a great way to break down the big, outrageous goals and figure out how you can make that happen. And that's part of the homework, but it's also a part of what we are doing in the Core Summit program. So if you have attended any of our training sessions, education sessions in the past, this is not going to be the same old, same old. We like to mix it up, and we have Erica here. So she said, you know what, I gotta make this extra special. And she said, and there'll be homework.
Yeah, I did.
Not to put you on the spot there, but thank you for doing that. And I think now we have to ask Velma to make sure that she does it every single time.
Sorry, Velma.
Yeah, she needs your adding machine now.
She probably has an adding machine.
I bet she does. I bet she does. So since I didn't have a guest today that was going to be sitting a co-host with me, I said, Erica, will you hang out with me for a little bit? And you said yes. Because you wanted to show off your beautiful set. I didn't realize that you were going to try to plug my book in there, but I don't mind. Yeah, just yeah. AKA that's profit revenue. Anyway, no, that was not planned, guys. I want you to know that was not planned. So not only are we doing this really cool thing in person in Nashville, May 7th, Core Summit, but you started something because you know that I hate the word. Well, I can't even say it. It's just but it starts with a W, and every company in the world does these things called webinars, and I just think that does not do what we do justice. And you immediately came in and revamped everything, and now we don't do those anymore. They're gone.
No.
What do we
We're
do
telling we're saying no PowerPoints. Can you not do a PowerPoint, please? What?
What? No way. Really?
Yeah.
Can you teach something without a PowerPoint? What?
Possible. I know. It's mind blowing.
It's called innovation, y'all. It's innovation.
Innovation, y'all. We can do it. We can deliver messages without a slide.
Well,
amazing. It's so exciting. So
Erica, it just dawned on me that I don't know if Hannah is joining us today, but one of our regulars in the live audience, Hannah, had asked me, I think about a year ago during the show, she had said, are partner spotlights ever coming back? Is the Sequin Palace coming back? And what did Erica do when she joined us? She said, it's coming back.
Oh, it's coming back. And what did Joshua do? Shipped a purple sequin fur into New Jersey.
Because isn't that what I would do?
It was the action reaction that was required.
So partner spotlights are coming back along with some other wonderful programming.
Yeah.
Everything, you're going to start to get a groove for what show do you want. Back in the day when you turn the dial, there's going to be different shows. But you've got coming up this next week. You've got a Power Talk
I do.
with Universal Parks and Resorts, and they are now doing monthly Power Talks with you Wednesday at 11 this upcoming week. And these Power Talks are going to be something we're going to see on a regular basis, right?
Our friend Gail is coming every month to do Power Talks with us. And what's exciting is we're going to switch out the topic every month. So this month we're talking about summer and fall vacations. And I said, I'm asking questions about HHN. It's coming up, you know. What is it, 32? I don't know. Someone will put it in the comments. Alan knows, I'm sure. Alan,
I'm
tell
sure
us.
Alan knows. Yes.
Hashtag HHN 32. So anyway, so we are going to have conversations though about what's going on at Universal, things that are coming up, how to take advantage of promotions, little tips and tricks that happen on their agent website, all that kind of cool stuff, so we can really pick Gail's brain in a one-on-one type of format. So we really want you to interact, use the Q&A and talk. You know, we're coming in with kind of some lofty topics, but we want you guys to have a conversation with us and keep it going. So we're
Make
gonna
it
depend on
powerful.
you. We're going to make it powerful for your business based on the things that you need. So if you guys have ideas for Power Talks, and this doesn't have to just be for Universal because Gail's coming, but we will have other partners coming for Power Talks too. So shoot an email over to me. I am happy to hear what you think would be really powerful for your business to hear about from our suppliers.
Yes. And as a reminder, we are a premier agency with actually, is it preferred agent? I can't remember. They've got a special. They give out special recognition to top performing agencies, and we are one of theirs. So you have access to things that someone who is not one of their top agencies that they just wouldn't have. So you want to make sure that you get connected with Gail through these Power Talks and join their preferred community, partner community, all of that. They're fantastic partners, and I have to say that one of our most successful members, I mean, that is a big part of his business is just Universal.
Which is fantastic. And our relationships with partners like Universal are the reason that you're coming to an organization like Travel Quest Network. That's what puts you in touch with someone at Universal every month as part of your business plan. So that's a huge reason why you're here. So you can use the relationships that we have to better your business.
Yeah. Well, so not only do we have the Power Talk, but if you want to look at other events, either that are happening next week or that are going to be happening in the weeks to come, make sure that you go in World Via Pro on the left-hand panel, the navigation, go to learn, and then events. I don't know why I was going to call it grow. I got confused. It's learn. And then events, and you can see the whole calendar. And AIG is Travel Guard is got a presentation on Tuesday at 2. And then Travel Leaders Network on Friday at 11. These are Eastern time. They're going to do their social media snacks, and they're going to talk a little bit about Edge 2023 and kind of social media, creating social media while you're there. As well as some of the sessions that you can register for. They're going to talk about that. And registration for Travel Leaders Edge, Evan, it hasn't opened up yet, right? No, it's pretty soon, guys. It is coming. All right, so we got to move quickly. I didn't realize how much time I had wasted fiddling around with my ear thing going on here. But I also want to talk about, we've got a new blog article. It's a revised blog article that Evan put together on travelquestnetwork.com/blog. It's 6 fundamental steps to name and register your travel business. Now, if you're already a member of Travel Quest Network, you've already done that. But for those of you at home, or if you're in your car, wherever you are, I like to imagine people are just watching us like while they're shopping. I don't know. But if you're thinking about starting a travel business, the leap is I'm going to start my own business, but then you got to, do all these things, right? What am I going to be called? How do I register my name?
What's in a name?
Yeah.
Experian.
Yeah, I wonder how many people start their travel business thinking, oh, I've got this great name, and they find out after they've already, gotten incorporated that 12 other people in the country had the same idea. So it's a great article. Check it out. And that is something that Evan brought to you. I'm so tickled that he is diving into some of those topics that can not only help you, our members, but future members, because we got it going on, right, Erica?
On all fronts.
On all fronts. Okay, another thing that's really important to you and I is our Travel Quest Network Dream Makers call. And this is a call that happens almost monthly. It takes a little break every once in a while. But this is where we are with our partners over at Disney Destinations. And it is an invitation-only call. Ooh, it's the exclusive club, right?
Exclusive here.
Yeah. So you have to make sure that you're up on your certification with College of Disney Knowledge. So you have to have that, and you have to apply. And we did discover something. It has been a secret club because nobody could get to how to register. So that's my fault. I'm sorry. So right now, Erica, were you able to do that before we started our broadcast?
It may be up. Let's take a look. I may have requested a proofread just in case.
Okay. So unfortunately, I did want to be able to point you right to World Via Pro to make sure that you could register if you're interested. If not, I'm sure it will be up in the next hour or so.
Gotcha.
But the Dream Makers call is something, again, it's just for those of you who are selling Disney destinations, or want to sell Disney destinations. You have to have your certification in the College of Disney Knowledge in order to be accepted, and then you get the invitations to join those calls. And our team is on the call, and a lot of our members are on the call, but this is a place to help grow your Disney destinations business. This is not, what time is the fireworks? It's not that kind of a call. That they do a good job of communicating on. This is actually working with our strategic account manager and sharing great practices. So definitely check that out. It should be hopefully soon on World Via Pro, the form, and then you will get those invitations. So very excited about that. And Erica, real quick, I want to run through the headlines. I do feel like it's the news because Evan's given me so many great things to talk about. So did you know that Holland America, they're going for longer itineraries from the Caribbean to kind of give a little, uniqueness to this. They're going well beyond the normal destinations that, would be on a typical Caribbean itinerary. They're getting to Aruba, Curacao, Bonaire. So kind of an interesting move there with Holland America, going for that longer itinerary from the Caribbean. But in general, do you remember last week we were talking about American Cruise Lines doing the 60 days around North America?
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, wouldn't that be cool? I actually, you chimed in because you had done some of this. Yeah. So Holland America is celebrating their 150th anniversary. They're doing some 25 to 59 day itineraries. Pretty exciting. And Regent Seven Seas is doing in 2026 their world cruise, The Sense of Adventure. Okay.
Ooh.
It's the Seven Seas Mariner, and it's going out of Miami. There are 450 and 31 excursions, like types of excursions that you can do.
Wowza.
77 ports of call. Okay. I don't know. After 3, I probably need to recover.
I think they have a good spa on that ship too,
Oh,
so
okay.
we can balance.
So you do one day and
Somebody's been on the ship, tell us, but I think I'm feeling nice spa.
yeah. And part of those 77 ports, 3 of them are new. So doing all sorts of things, celebrating, well, not celebrating, but just really giving that, what was it called? The sense of adventure? Yeah, giving that sense of adventure. I mean, that would be, you would tick everything off your list, I think, if you did
It
that.
sounds like.
Yeah. And then we've got some other things. I really enjoy getting the headlines. I mean, Jason does a great job with the headlines. He does. But Evan gets down to the news here. And did you know, Erica, that Viking for 2024, they're doing the 80th anniversary of D-Day is in 2024. And that was the changing of the tides in World War II. That's where they breached breached the beaches of Normandy, right?
Ooh,
Say that really
that's a tongue
fast.
twister. Yeah.
Yeah.
I have been to Normandy. It is a beautiful location.
Well, this is really, you're going to do, it's 12 days. So you're going to do a 4-day, I think it was 4-day tour of London, is that right? And then, London. So seeing all the sites around that, revolving around World War II. And then to Paris, 7-night round trip cruise. And that's going on from March to November. You even get to stop off at, is it Giverny? Have you been to Giverny?
That's
Gavernay?
Giverny. That's Monet's Giverny.
Yes!
Yeah.
So I completely messed it up. That's fantastic. That's why Erica's here.
It's in France they call it the Houston of Paris.
Oh.
I'm just kidding, not at all. That was Giverny is really beautiful, and that's right at this time of year in spring when all the flowers are just starting to come up. This is one of the best times to go. And that's when you go into the chateau country. You're in Loire Valley doing some wine drinking.
I like it.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
This is a beautiful France trip. Yeah.
Yeah, especially if you have a passion for history and World War II. This is they've designed this specifically for that 80th anniversary of D-Day. So check it out if you hadn't heard about it. Really quick, JW Marriott opened up its did its debut in Spain, and it's in Madrid, and it's in the building was the oldest perfumery in Madrid.
Ooh,
okay, so this isn't just let's tear down the building and put up something new. This has got some history. And I just
Madrid was one of my most surprising cities. I loved Madrid. I thought I'd love Barcelona, and I loved Barcelona, but I loved Madrid. Madrid is a fun city.
Okay, and you see all those luggage tags in the frames behind her. Erica has been around the world and I can't find my baby. Yeah, she's been around. So I found that very interesting. It did surprise me that this was the first JW Marriott. But they made their debut. And then this is what we're going to end with. Guys, I know we went over, but remember I had my coffee incident earlier, so we're still trying to, give you what we promise. So the Princess is in 2024. It's actually 1 year away, okay? April 8th. 2024, they're repositioning a ship. Or not repositioning, because I know that means something else, but they're doing a little bit different itinerary. for the Mexican Riviera, because this is all about seeing a complete solar eclipse. Okay?
Ooh.
And it's one of 3 remaining in this decade, and this is the only one visible from North America until 2044. Okay, so that,
Cool.
I mean, think about the water, and here's this solar eclipse happening. I feel like that could be pretty magical, right? Like,
I feel like that's absolutely a neat thing to do. Where were
what?
you during that solar eclipse?
Yeah, it's a solar eclipse of the heart. Once upon a time I was falling in love. Now I'm only falling apart. Nothing I can do, a total eclipse of the heart. All right, and with that said, Erica, thank you for joining me and being my co-host. I really appreciate it. I am so excited to see your background, and I cannot wait for your your Power Talk this week with Gail, or next week with Gail. It's gonna be so much fun.
Yeah.
I love Gail. I love Universal. I love what you have got planned for us, guys. Keep your eyes peeled for that event calendar, because Erica's got some things in store, and a few others on our team have some things in store. So stay tuned. Erica, have a lovely weekend. I can't wait to see you next week.
Great
All right.
weekend, Joshua. You too.
All right.
Have a good weekend, everybody.
Bye, Erica. And listen, guys, thank you again for joining me for the Weekly Chatter Live. I know it was a little bumpy start, but I hope you had a good time. I sure did. And I hope you love all the news that we're bringing you. News from Travel Quest Network, but also news from the industry, because, we're getting fancy around here. Until next week, and I should have my co-pilot with me. Mr. Block should be back in the house. So I can't wait to catch up with him. See you guys then. Fridays at 4 Eastern. See you then. Bye.